For 4 decades, Cardiovascular Institute of the South and Terrebonne General Health System have partnered to deliver a legacy of cardiovascular innovation. We lead the state in advanced programs and complex procedures that you won't find anywhere else. Our specialized treatments for peripheral vascular disease, artery and vein disease, heart valve and structure conditions, arrhythmias, and more attract patients from around the world. Together, we deliver the cardiovascular care that you deserve. Visit tgncis.com to learn more.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And very glad to have back with us our anchor of the day, Ms. Micaiah Jackson. Thanks again for being here.
Always.
All right. Very good. Joining us now is Mike Palmer, Bayou Cane Fire Prevention Chief. Thanks for joining us again.
Good to be back.
We appreciate it. We talked a lot about making sure that people were being safe during the holidays with their with smoke alarms. And now we want to make sure that people are being smart about what they're going to do with fireworks, as this is something that you guys get asked about around this time of year, July the 4th, and then again New Year's, right?
Yes, it's a big thing right now. Our inspection division, along with State Fire Marshal inspectors, just finished going through all the fireworks tents, the sales, making sure they're safe for the public to go in. And so it's a safe experience when you're buying them.
Right.
It's actually against the law, a state law, to sell them to anyone under the influence. So there are state laws that protect everybody. But once you're gone, you got to be responsible for yourself once you get out that tent.
Yeah, so I got to tell you, Lieutenant Blake Tabor was on a little earlier talking with us about one of those things. If you're going to drink, that's okay. Assign someone else who's not drinking to be in charge of fireworks for your group or wherever you are, and just don't mix the two, because bad decisions can be made.
Many bad decisions.
Right, and we don't want that. Now, one of the things that we've talked about, I know that over the years we've talked about how to put these things out. It's kind of recommended that everyone have an available bucket of water prior to popping fireworks,
yes,
right?
You simply don't have time anymore to grab a hose if things go bad. So all the federal agencies recommend a bucket of water, next to you, ready to go. And say you have a misfire, it doesn't blow, you have to assume it's a dud. Don't try to relight it. Just soak it in water and be done with it. Count it as a loss.
Yeah, and be new. Just use something else. Just move on to something else or stop.
Right.
It's done. Also mentioned that the sparklers, always one of those things, are for kids. It seems like kids can do that, but those burn at 1,200?
The kids love them, but the end of it is burning at 1,200 degrees. That will easily set clothes on fire. If it's cold, they have a jacket on. Those sleeves kind of creep down.
Right.
And I went back and checked. We were fortunate last year. We didn't transport anyone for fire-related injuries with our ambulances. So things went well, bringing in 24. So we hope to keep it going, bringing in the 25.
Let's keep that tradition going, right? If there's ever a time we don't want to do that, we don't want to have that happen. And so can we talk a little bit about some of these situations that people maybe weren't paying close attention, weren't following some of the recommendations we're talking about, how things have gone badly in years past?
Yeah, statewide, nationwide, literally thousands of people do end up in the hospital due to burns, and some even worse from fireworks accidents. As far as fires go, if it's not completely soaked in water, you run the risk of it relighting at some point, usually when you go to bed.
Right.
So if you put it in a garbage can, the best thing to do is leave the garbage can by the road. Each year since I've been doing this, a fire somewhere in Louisiana has occurred in the house because the garbage can was pushed up against the house. And once you're asleep, once you go to bed, you're not going to notice that it caught.
Yeah, that was one of my questions. Like, do you have more fires, people catching on fire, or things catching on fire, typically when dealing with fireworks?
Both.
Both. They're both equal.
Both are an increased risk. Just personally, our family, we lost one of our home. The guy's very attentive. They thought they had put everything out, put everything in the garbage can. That garbage can was right next to the wooden stairs. And when it reignited, the whole camp went up in flames.
Yes.
Fortunately, they all got out. The whole camp had to be completely redone.
Yes, and you'd much rather see a melted garbage can by the side of the road than a whole house burning down. Just, you know, and it's a simple oversight. Right.
But again, if you're going to do fireworks, bucket of water. Small, large, whatever. You got a lot of fireworks, have a larger container with water, and put those fireworks out. Make sure that they're completely extinguished with water.
Soak them real good.
Soak them good. And, you know, it doesn't matter what they look like after they're done. You know, put them in a can that can be safe. But again, take care of it. Some other tips is that make sure that you're keeping the kids safe and that somebody's watching the kids.
Never leave kids unsupervised with fireworks. And we say it over and over. If you're under the influence, just skip it.
Right.
Yeah.
Just how about you enjoy your drink and let somebody else enjoy the fireworks? You get to watch them. You get to see them.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any professional shows for New Year's. I've checked the community pages on Facebook, and it sounds like if you just go out in your front yard, you'll see a great fireworks show. Right. Just sit back and relax and enjoy it.
And as Detective Tabor told us earlier, Lieutenant Tabor told us, from dusk until 1 a.m. and for fireworks.
And New Year's Day is over. They have to take the tents down and no sales after sunrise on New Year's Day.
Sunrise on New Year's Day. Chief, we always appreciate you being able to come on and help keep people safe. I want to remind the teenagers who think that bottle rockets are things that should be horizontal. They're not.
No.
Those should be somewhere that you're not holding and need to go up. And we've had situations where you kind of feel like you should shoot it at your friends and you really shouldn't, but it caught a car on fire because they were shooting that at each other.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to resist, but you know, try to be smart.
Right. And so we want adults adult supervision for those and being able to do that. But Chief, we thank you so much for keeping our areas safe. Personally, for me, very thankful because you guys keep where I live safe, and I'm very thankful and appreciative for that. Some great recommendations about our fireworks safety, and we thank you for what you do and all the things that we need to be safe for all year round.
Yep. And from everyone at Bayou, Happy New Year's.
We appreciate that.
Thank
all right.
you.
Very good. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment and this Bayou Time. But don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.